everybody's going to talk about the end of times. Yes, we're in the end of times, that is for sure. But do not be paying attention to those people that is telling you when the date is, when it's coming, and blah blah this and blah blah that. Because it clearly says multiple times in the Bible that no one will know the time, day, or hour on which God will come and send Jesus. So all those people that sitting there making guesses and do all this would definitely be wrong. Now, it tells you can wait for the signs, that the times are coming, and you will see signs in the heavens and upon the earth. That he would have, all the mask, of not only of the, destruction of the earth with the fires and the floodings and the natural disasters and the diseases and the plagues. That is your warning to know that he is coming soon. But you will not know the day, the time, or the hour. For you may have all those warnings and all those things happen, and then still wait for a time when after that, and then come to see if your oil lamps will be filled. There in the Bible, his sister talks about these virgins who's waiting for their husband, right? And they had to keep the oils ready. Now there was 5 of them that brought their lamps full, and brought more oil. And there was one that just sat there with the lamps and the sun burnt out. And then they asked and pleaded, hey, can we have some of your oil to the 5 virgins? They said, no, go buy some for yourself. So when they left to go buy themselves some more oils, that's when the husbandman came. And those ladies who were sitting there with their lamps already still filled was able to be taken. That is not just about these virgins waiting to get married. That is talking about the Lord coming. That's exactly what those means. It means to be ready, to always keep your lamps filled with oil, his light. You get his light by being closer to him, by building your relationship with him. Keep it full. Let your light shine bright. That is what that means. In that passage, not just these virgins just waiting to be married. That's not at all what that means. So you need to make sure your oil is plentiful, that your lamp is filled with oil, and that you have many more filled. And by doing so, you staying in the Word is how you keep replenishing, refilling your lamp full of oil. That is how you do that. But hopefully I have enough time. I'm going to read. But if you go into the book of Matthew, chapter 24, it speaks of exactly that no one will know the day and hour. And Jesus went and departed. I'm going to start from chapter 24, verse 1. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto him, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be there left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and see that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall raise against nation, and kingdom shall against each kingdom. And there shall be famines, and earthquakes, and divers places, and all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sakes. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall be abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whosoever readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judah flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of this house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to his clothes. And woe unto him that are with child, and unto them that give suck unto those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be greatly tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh to be saved. But for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. And then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is the Christ, or believeth it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if thou shalt say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the select chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth unto the west, so shall almost the coming of Son of Man be. For whosoever the causes is, there will be eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not giveth her light, and the stars shall fall from the heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in the heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming into the clouds of heaven, with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, and put forth the leaves, ye shall know that it is summer. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass, till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of the heaven, but my Father only. See, nobody should know but God. But as the days of Noah, whereas no shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in those days there before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall be in the field, and one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, then one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not when the hour your Lord does come. But know this, that if ye, the good man of the house, had known in which the thief would come, he would have watched, and would have not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give him meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom the Lord he cometh and shall find his doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of the servant shall come in the day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of the teeth. See, no one will know the day nor the hour. And don't be listening to those false prophets, even those that is producing miracles, even those that is yelling to you and saying, I am Christ, I am the Son of Man, I've come in again, and shows vast miracles, because they are made to deceive even the elect. They're made to deceive even the chosen, to follow them. For the path to the gate of heaven is very narrow, and only very few will go in there. Even those that think they are chosen will go into the Lord, saying, Lord, Lord. And he should say, I know not you. Pay attention and wake up. We're going to be deceived. A lot of people do not hearken to that. But that's why you need to stay in your word for yourself. For God will speak to you, and he will tell you, and you will know that it was him and only him. There'll be trumpets. Everybody will hear. Not one